Hello, my name is Li Yue. I'd like here to be here to present my research. My research topic is comparison on the effectiveness of online and face-to-face piano teaching and recommendation for improvement. Today, I will share the method and the tool I used in my research. Here is my consent. First, let's briefly introduce the research background. In recent years, online education has become increasingly popular, especially in the wake of the COVID-19, which has necessitated the transition of many education practices to virtual platforms. While this shift has opened new opportunities for learning, it has also raised important questions about the effectiveness of online teaching compared to traditional face-to-face instruction, especially the context of music education and more precisely in piano instruction. The comparative merits and limitation of online versus traditional teaching models remain relatively underexplored. The primary objective of this study is compare one-on-one piano teaching with the traditional counterpart, assessing their respective effectiveness, the quality of teaching support, and the ability to foster student progress. Online piano lessons typically delivered through video conferencing platforms like Zoom or Type offer the flexible and learning from the distance. But questions proceed about whether this format can achieve the same level of technical mystery, musical expression, and student engagement as face-to-face lessons. On the other hand, traditional piano instruction allow for immediate feedback and hands-on guidance, particularly important for beginners, but may lack the flexibility that online learner offers. I focus on the following questions. The first one is, can online piano teaching achieve the same effective and the traditional teaching? The second one is which mode online or traditional is more advantages of terms of technical mystery and musical expression. The third one is what are the shortcomings and area for improvement the online piano teaching compared to traditional teaching. This study will employ multiple research methods to comprehensive explore the comparison between one-to-one online and traditional offline piano teaching. These methods will facilitate a collection of both qualitative and quantitative data, ensuring a thorough response to research questions and providing tactical support and practical guidance for opportunities in piano education. The literature analyze the method will help establish the theoretical framework for piano teaching model by analyzing both domestic and international study on teaching methods, effective and student experience. It will explore key areas such as evolution of the traditional one-to-one and online teaching methods, examining their theoretical foundation, practical application, and how technological advancement have influenced their development. The literature analysis will compare the impact of different teach methods on student skill development, music expression, and emotional communication, with a focus on technical proficiency and artistic growth. It will also emotional communication, with focus on technical proficiency and artistic growth. It will also investigate the role of online platforms, video teaching tools, and other technical enhance and learning experience, assessing their benefit and limitation for both teacher and the student. In addition, the literature will examine how to online and offline teaching models affect student engagement, motivation, and the overall success, including learning satisfaction and perceived effectiveness. By analyzing research the areas, it will identify strengths and weaknesses of online and offline teaching, providing a foundation for the study and guiding subsequent empirical investigation. Next is interview method. Two piano educator will interview the separately and asked 3 questions. The survey method involves collect research data through structured questionnaires. In this study, surveys will be used to gain a comprehensive understanding of the challenges, learning method, and experience of piano performance students in a blended learning environment. The study will target piano performance students from university as a research sample, using a piano performance student online and offline blended learning survey to collect quantitative data. The survey will address several key dimensions. The first one is learning methods. How students engage with learning different teaching modes. For example, their level of participation in online learning versus their performance in traditional face-to-face lesson. Next is teaching mode preferences. Different preferences for online versus offline teaching, including the reason behind their preferences. Do students feel that one mode better suits their learning style, or do they see advantage of both approaches? Next is learning challenge. The specific difficult or challenges students face in each mood. This could include issues like technical challenges in online learning, difficult with interactive elements of difference in the level, personal attention and feedback between the two modes. Last one is learning outcomes. Student perception of which teaching modes has been more effective in enhance their skills, particularly in terms of technical proficiency and artistic expression. It will also consider whether the blended learning model offered a superior or more flexible learning environment compared to purely traditional modes. The survey will combine both closed and the open-ended questions, allow for both quantitative data and qualitative insights into student experience and challenges. By analyzing survey results, this study will gain a deeper understanding of how students experience and perform both teaching modes, identifying which factor most influence their learning process. Next is results interview. The interview conducted with two experienced piano teachers, Miss Tang and Miss Yuan. The response will analyze and categorize into several key terms: effectiveness of teaching methods, technical mystery and musical expression, teacher experience and skills required for different teaching modes, and suitability for students with specific needs. The first one is effectiveness of online versus traditional teaching. The second one is technical mystery and musical expression. The third one is teachers' experience and challenges. Next one is skills required for online and traditional teaching. And last one is suitability for students with special needs or limited time. In intermediate and advanced student, both teachers agree that the online teaching can be effective for more advanced students, allowing for independent learning and flexibility. However, this mode may not provide the necessary hands-on support for beginners, especially when learning complex technical aspects. Teacher mystery. Traditional teaching is superior in helping students develop practice technique skills, especially with hands-on position and the control of touch. But online teaching can be beneficial of enhancing music expression. Teacher adaptability. Online teaching requires familiarity with digital tools and overcoming technological barriers. Traditional teaching, while more straightforward in terms of interaction is time and venue dependent. Student needs. Online teaching is suitable for students with limited time or remote area, while traditional teaching is better for those requiring a more structured face-to-face learning environment. In the subsequent phase of the research, the case study mode will be employed to deepen the understanding of the comparative effects of one-on-one online and traditional offline piano teaching. These qualitative methods will complement the survey data and provide a richer, more nuanced perspective on how blended learning impacts both teaching and learning in piano education. The case study method will be used to conduct a comparative analysis of four selected students who will undergo both online and offline lessons. This package will provide a detailed examination of how these students experience and progress in each teaching environment. The case study will begin with teaching process documentation, while video recording and writing logs of lesson will be used to track student engagement and the performance in both online and offline settings. By documenting these sessions, the research will gain insights into how to teaching method and student participation differ across the two modes. Next, student performance evaluation will focus on assessing the student's technical skills, artistic expression, and overall performance progress in both environments. Key comparison will be drawn to understand how each mode support or hinders skill development and emotional expression in music. Finally, student feedback will become collected through survey to understand their personal experience, challenges, and preference regarding online and offline teaching. Students will provide insights into which aspects of their learning they feel are better supported by each mode and offer suggestions for improvement. My research methodology literature analyze, interviews, and case study provide a well-around the package to examine online and face-to-face piano teaching. Literature analyze establish a theoretical foundation. Interviews offer the first and insightful teacher and student, and case study allow for in-depth explore of the specific teaching schemes. However, I recognize some limitation. Interviews can be objective, so I plan to cross validate response with lesson observation or structured assessment. Case study may lack general generalizability, which I will address selecting diverse platform participants. In addition, a stronger quantitative component such as performance assessment or structured survey could enhancing objective. To strengthen my research, I will triangulate data from the multiple source and broaden interviews to include teachers, students. Incorporating observation methods like analyzing records the lesson will further ensure reliability. By addressing these aspects, I aim to enhance the depth and applicability of my findings. Based on the findings, this is clear that while offline teaching remains the preferred choice for most students, online teaching holds a significant potential, particularly for students seeking greater flexibility. The further of piano education may lie in combining the strengths of both modes through blended learning, where students can enjoy the flexibility of online lessons alongside enriched interaction and feedback offered by face-to-face instruction. Future research, I will delve deeper into understanding how both teaching methods can be integrated effectively, with an emphasis on exploring techniques that may address current limitations of online teaching. Additionally, further qualitative research, such as interviews and case study, will provide a more nuanced understanding of the experience of both students and teacher, ultimately lead to more informed and effective teaching strategies into piano education. References throughout the research process. I have referenced a large body of literature, including professional books and music albums, ensuring their regular and academic quality of my research. Thank you very much.